Okay, so I wanted to start by talking about what we would typically do in our CareGrievers sessions, but we've literally had one and like nobody showed up. So this time I did think I would do things a little different because like nobody has capacity, time, energy, like we're all done right now. So instead what I'm going to do is try to share something with you that you can just watch whenever you want to watch, and you can take out of it what you want to take out of it and get what you need to get. And the time doesn't have to be a burden for you or for me, because like I've got company here and stuff. So as a caregiver myself, I totally understand. Sometimes we just need to sit and get. That's not the best way to connect with each other, but sometimes that's what we've got. So that's what we've got. So what I'm gonna do is I print it out because I'm a boomer caregiver, and I need to have like reminders and stuff. And I will post this in links and make sure that you can access it too. But it's from the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And it's really just about honoring some things that might be helpful for caregivers, what I call caregrievers, which are people who, again, are taking care of someone, supporting a family member, and also experiencing the pre-grief or post-grief process as well. A few stats that I wanted to share off of this first is 47% of caregivers experience anxiety, depression, other mental health concerns. And I think it's this reminder, like we'd say, take care of yourself before anyone else. And like I'm a wellness specialist, but I assure you that that is the hardest thing to do. And the truth is, for a lot of caregivers, we don't feel like we have done what we need to do until the people that we're caring for have been taken care of. We have a sense of burden and pride to make sure that the people that we care for, their needs are met. And so I do think it's important and realistic to say in your self-care journey, take care of the things that make you feel that you have been purposeful and intentional, and also make sure that that doesn't specifically reduce the capacity that you have. And if it does, find ways to keep kind of building that up. So it talks about signs of caregiver stress, and they can include things like worrying all the time. Who doesn't? Feeling unusually sad. What's unusual? Becoming easily annoyed or angry daily, losing interest in activities. Who's got time for those? Feeling tired often. Yeah, nervous system on fight or flight 24/7. Go back up to worrying all the time. Sleeping too much or not enough. Having frequent health problems. That we're gonna have to come back to at some point. Misusing alcohol or drugs. I would say that it's probably more people self-medicating, but especially with access to other types of substances, that can certainly get dangerous quickly, or just neglecting your own health and well-being. But again, who doesn't? I ate at it's 1:50, so I waited to eat food until well after like lunchtime today. So that's what happens. Here are some of their strategies. First of all, it says 60% of caregivers can feel burnt out because of their job too. The other reality is so many of us are working full-time, not just working full-time, but trying to do side gigs, take care of everybody else. A lot of us live in a sandwich generation, which means people are taking care of elder parents or elder adults and siblings, kids, other younger children that you might be taking care of. And again, ourselves. And it can feel a lot. So here are some things that NAMI suggests that we keep doing to help us out. Create simple, sustainable routines. Try to stick with those. I am a person who does like a good bedtime, even for myself. Trying to have eating times that are consistent and sticking with that. What that does is that consistency is like a trauma-informed practice. And without having to think, is it time for me to eat? I just know I eat around this time. Go eat. And it's less of a burden for me to have to make a decision. It's also why things like food prepping, meal prepping, or getting delivery food services can be so helpful, because the reduction of cognitive load, not having to think about what to make, it's truly one of the things that I use AI for the most, because I really don't rely on it or like it that much. But like a weekly menu suggestion, here's what I have in my pantry, here are the meats that I have available. Can you make me 3 healthy meals for 2 people, one of whom has ... And it will help create some suggestions that, again, just reduces a load of cognitive burden on you. Exercise the way you're most comfortable. I started roller skating, dancing, do what you got to do, garden. Again, take care of you in the ways that are easiest to take care of you. Surround yourself with supporters. That can be hard to do, but sometimes it's just as easy as reaching out to someone, an extra phone call, a text. Hey, I was thinking about you. I know it's hard to be the person, and don't let it feel like it is a burden. Oh, I got to make sure I stay in touch with people. Oh, just when someone comes across your brain, hey, thought about you, was thinking about you. And I think that's so important, because I know how magical that feels when it happens to me. Hey, I was just thinking about you. You good? And even though I'm always going to say, oh yeah, I'm fine, great, everything's great, it just feels good to know that somebody really was thinking about me. Ask for and accept help. I'm going to skip over this one for now. That's a whole nother CareGrievers session all on its own, asking for help. I am living through an experience right now where I am understanding so much more that abandonment equals attunement. And for so many caregivers, part of our grief is a fear of abandonment. And that fear of abandonment creates this elevated attunement, ensuring that everything is okay, because that sense of control, of okayness, right, overrides that sense of worry that we feel, that kind of impending doom that can happen to us. So yeah, for sure. If somebody offers help, learn how to accept it. The hardest thing is asking for it. So the other thing is if you're not a caregiver, or if you know somebody who takes care of someone, don't ask what they need, just do the thing. Send the meal, Instacart some groceries, send a Starbucks or a nice tea to them. Just do the thing. They're not going to know what they want or need. Learn about mental illness. Oh, we can do a whole session just on that. Understanding anxiety, depression, PTSD, all of those things in greater detail. We can certainly dive into that more. And obviously, the National Alliance on Mental Illness has plenty of great resources too. Give yourself permission to feel what you feel. Feel the feels. You're going to feel all the feels. You're going to feel shame. You're going to feel guilt. You're going to feel a dark sense of humor. You're going to have intrusive thoughts. You're going to think dark things, and you're going to experience joyful things that are going to feel weird in moments. Feel the feels. Let yourself feel the feel. And here's the trick. The feels, the emotion, the chemical part, that lasts for like 60 to 90 seconds. The rest of all of the feels, that's us. That's us perseverating or ruminating or sticking to something. It's a story we tell ourselves, the cyclone of emotions. We can let a lot of that go. We learn to let that go, especially if when we feel that feel, we tell ourselves, okay, I am feeling really sad right now, and this sadness is just temporary. It's going to last a little bit, and I'm going to experience it, and then I might feel joy or anger after that. But the sadness isn't going to stick around. Take care of your health. You do need to make your doctor's appointments and stuff and take care of you, even though you're so tired of being in the doctor's office. I hate portals. I don't like hospitals. I feel like an honorary medical provider in some way. I certainly have my own medical traumas, especially through all of these experiences, but we still got to do it. Because you're sitting there telling the person that you take care of to take care of themselves. Go to the doctor. You're making sure that they do all the things. Give yourself the same grace. That person, if they had the capacity and ability, would probably be pushing you to take care of yourself. So just do it. Learn about workplace benefits for caregiving. Yeah. Learn about what, first of all, your Family Medical Leave Act, your bereavement policies, learn about your leave. Ask if they have any additional wellness perks, if there are mental health and wellness benefits that you can take advantage of. Understand, obviously, just your general medical benefits. Learn if there are alternative care practices, chiropractic, anything like that that might be covered that you can help take advantage of. Flexible work schedules, accommodations if you do have a diagnosed mental illness. Lots of stuff out there that might be beneficial for you. Last one on here. Reinvent family life. It says spend time together as a family in whatever ways are most comfortable for you and your loved one. Adapt family traditions or create new rituals, such as walks at sunset, games or movie nights, and more. Here's the thing. You have to accept a different reality now. That's the truth. So in the process, that means that the things that you thought that you were going to be able to do and the time that you figured you were going to be able to spend, that all changes. And you can be a victim and you can continue to be angry. And you're going to have those feelings. But you can also just relish in all the little moments. Even if extra sleep for the person you're caring for is inconvenient or difficult in the moment. There's going to be a time when you can't reach out and grab their hand and sit next to them while they rest. So have that moment now. Laugh now. As hard as it may feel, now is the moment that we have, especially as caregivers. And do it for yourself. So, before I cry more, there are always more resources. NAMI has helpline information available. You can text their helpline. And of course, if you have significant mental health or mental illness concerns, I highly recommend that you contact 988, especially if it's a crisis or emergency. Again, I will post this for you to access and just say, let's take more opportunities to connect in whatever ways we can connect. And we'll find different ways to make our CareGriever connection work the best for all of us. But for now, I hope maybe you learned a little bit, and I hope that my experiences can help shape some of your experiences and make quality of life for all of us just a little bit better. All right. Thank you, caregivers. Take care.